Now with factorizing, it's to be factorizing quadratic equations from a quadratic, no, factorizing exponents and cells, and then factorize, no, not factorizing, quadratic equations, and then and so forth. So now starting off, you'll see that you might be given something like that, something like this, wherein you'll just have 6x um, plus a y, and then plus 15y z, and then here you'll just be asked to what, to factorize. So now when you factorize here, it's just a matter of removing what, a common factor between 6 and a 15. Here it's just a matter of you what, removing 3, and then looking at the variables, you see that y is repeating on both sides, or you can see it on both sides, meaning to just be y, and then what, and then a 2x, and then plus 15 there, it will just be a what, 5z, and then that's it. And then coming to things like when you get a quadratic equation, you'll be having something like this: x squared plus 10, what, 10x, and then plus 25. So once you have something like this is wherein you need to find values which, when you multiply them together, they give you 25, but when you add them together, they give you a 10. So in this case, you'll just write what, you just write x here, and then also x here, where in here you'll just have the factors of 25 is just 1 multiplied by 25, and also how much, 5 multiplied by 5, meaning you'll just have 5 here and also 5 here. So this thing here, it will just show you that now you'll have plus here and also plus here. Do you get it? So once after you're done here, I think you'll be done with this one. And then now you'll get something like a difference of two squares. Getting a difference of two squares, you'll just be having something like 9. And then this is x squared minus 25. This is y. And then this is squared. So once you have something like this now, it just means you will have, let me see, you'll have 25 like this, and then it will just be a 3, and then an x minus a 5 y, and then also this will be 3x plus a 5 y1, a 5y. So you'll have something like this. And then this is just I can say just warming up to say, when you, this is some sort of like revision. So when you factorize, in most cases you'll come across something like this in your what, in your questions. So like now, just doing maybe further examples, you'd find that you'll have 15x and then plus 25. And then after factorizing here, or what you need to do is just to remove 5 as a common factor, meaning you'll just have 5 and then 3x plus a 5, then you're done. And then you'll have 3x squared minus a 9, and then remove 3 as a common factor, and then a 3 here. And then let's come to 7, and then x squared minus 28. This will just be a 7 here, and then an x here. After then you will have 28, 7, 14, 21, 28 minus a 4, and then 7, this is squared here, and then you'll have x minus a 2, and then x plus a 2. Do you get it? Now when you're factorizing, there are times wherein maybe values like these ones, quadratic equations like these ones, there are times wherein you don't get what, you don't get a whole number as your what, as a root. These are like your roots, because if you were having an equal sign here, you're going to get x is equals to 5 and x is equals to 5, and then these are your roots. So if you can check, these roots are whole numbers. So by the time we're in, there are no factors maybe to solve that quadratic equation. What you need to do now is to use the quadratic equation, where in quadratic equation it's written like is minus 4ac and then maybe divided by a 2a. Now this just means, like, in most cases I'm sure they do ask you sometimes in question 1, man, maybe in most cases question 1.3, 1.4 there, is then you will have something like what, you'll have something like this, and then for an example you'll have x squared minus 2x and then minus a 5. So once you get something like this, you need to just place these variables inside the what, the equation. This is just your what, this is just your a, where a is 1, and then this is just b, where b is minus 2, and then this is just c, where it's minus 5. So now placing in the formula, or on the formula, you just have negative, and then this will be 1, and then plus and minus, and then the square root of what is b. B will just be give you the negative of negative 2. Yeah, I think I made a mistake. Here is supposed to be negative 2 as well, and then this will be minus 4. What is a? A is just a 1. What is c? C is just a negative 5. Do you see that? And then all divided by, this is what, this is a. A is just what, it's just a 1. So if you are to use a calculator, what do you get here? I think you get let me just calculate as well. This would be 2, and the square root of 2 squared minus 4, 1, and then negative. Now no problem. Okay, meaning your answer here will just be, I think I got x to be 3.44, or you can write 3.5 or 3 point this, and then the other one will just give me minus, and then you'll just get negative 1.449 as well. So that's the thing. And then maybe let's say this is 1, then for the second one maybe you can get 3, and this is x squared, and then minus 6x, and then is equals to minus 10. Once you get something like this, what you need to do here is just to rewrite it in its what do you call this thing, form, like 3x squared minus 6x and then plus a 10 is equals to a 0. Then placing it on your formula, it will just be minus 6 and then plus or minus, and then this will be the square root of what is b. B is just a minus 6 and then squared minus 4a. What is our a here? A is just a 3, and then c is just a 10. So now you will just have something like, what is 2a? 2, you'll have no, I meant a. What is a? A is just a 3, and then once you punch this on a calculator, what do you get? Yeah, by the look of things, you're going to get an undefined. Why am I saying so? Because if you're to check here, you're going to get 36 here. 36 minus 40, 4 multiplied by 10 is 40. 40 multiplied by 3 is how much? Is 4, 8, 12. You're going to get 36 minus 120, which will give you a negative. And then there is no square root of a negative. This thing will just be undefined. Undefined, meaning there's no what? Meaning there's no solution to this thing. So this is just a way in which you can what? You can simplify, or you can factorize what?